Part 2 of 3rd of December 2023 readings. We got cut off and I don't even know why. I think it was Siri did it. Like, this fucking epic sabotage is really grinding my gears, right? But anyway, we're nearing completion, my darlings. We're now up to 3rd of December 2018. I posted a meme, which is hilarious. People will stop asking you stupid questions if you answer back in interpretive dance. And I replied, yes, Tanya. Mango madness, which I have a little bit of right now. Toxic family, fuck that shit, all of it. Well, the toxic family have all drifted off. So it's just me and my bird, my beautiful close friends who love me, and a potential new love interest if he decides to continue, proceed or whatever. It's always, as always, in the lap of the gods with free will and true hearts and minds and true heart-centeredness. And, however it evolves or manifests in the space-time continuum. At the moment, we've both been stymied by very poor health. Me recovering from my COVID event back in October, finished on October 30th, and now my new friend has his COVID event. So it is what it is, people. Be kind to each other. Life is, as always, precarious and precious. There's lots of cars coming and going today. I guess people having visitors on Sundays. 3rd of December 2017. I finished watching Transparent, a strange and yet surprisingly spiritual and delightful TV show. The transgender mother, was so dignified and beautiful. Lots of allusions to the goddess, a freaking out female rabbi, sex addicts, and displays of psychism amidst this colourful Jewish family. It made me feel slightly less freakish with my peculiar background. Indeed. Third of December 2016. Another great night last night. Jabba played for the first time at the casino. It was nice to see Sol again. I had a lovely time dancing with Joe and Karen. I woke up at 8 a.m. after only 4 hours sleep. So this sleeplessness in Brisbane thing's been manifesting for quite some time, usually in summer. I have a tight headache, probably from the heat, so gonna rest and take things easy today. My feet are throbbing from the pain. My hands are aching too. Just this car's turned around and come back. Oh, it's an Uber drive. It's a food delivery. Doesn't. I must be lonely that I'm looking for cars to arrive, right? That's weird. Who am I anticipating to visit me, since I'm not anticipating any visitors today after, the COVID event? I'm probably on my last nerve because I'm tired, right? That's what it is. Or another visitor's impending, because my spirit does usually know that they're arriving before they arrive. I'm very hot. I've got a very attuned telepathy and antenna. So I have no idea who I think is coming, but all will be revealed, people. I woke up at 8 a.m. after only 4 hours sleep. I have a tight headache, probably from the heat. So I already read that, didn't I? So gonna rest and take things easy today. My feet are throbbing from the pain. My hands are aching too from arthritis from the heat situation. Normal. And the next offering, I say, trigger warning, CSA, which is child sexual abuse, suicide ideation, post-dancing blues, which used to happen to me with monotonous regularity when I had danced myself to the point of exhaustion. It would cause a kind of breakdown, and still can do so on occasion. Saturday, 3rd of December 2016, 4 a.m. Today I acknowledge that I have a mental illness and emotional problems. I am unable to sustain a loving, healthy love relationship, which is actually not strictly true, but it was the crappy people that were surrounding me at that point in time in my life, right? Here he goes again. What is he doing, that person? He's got a high vis vest, but he's going up and down, up and down, up and down. So he's clearly looking to deliver something to someone. It seems to me to be a terrible curse. After all, I was not born with this mental illness. Or was I? Such a tiny baby, born to such verbal violence, hearing the screams and the aggression and frustration of my mother and father. Then only a few short years later, the violence thrust upon me. Sperm spat into a paper serviette. The stench still permeates my nostrils at times. Sexual violence against an innocent child, left alone, neglected, abandoned with the family paedophile. Then there was the physical violence, being thrown into a glass door aged 6, a terrible car crash from which we all as a family survived miraculously, a broken arm caused by childhood bullying, at a health camp no less, bacterial meningitis, neglect, whooping cough and measles aged 4, an epidemic that ran through Wellington. Surgery on my mouth aged 3, being thrown across the room from the living room into my bedroom aged 3, my 18-year-old sister saving me from one of my father's rages. I flew like a bird, then slammed on my tiny bottom onto the floor. Surreal? I suffered so much by age 7. No, you can't be chewing those cords, Charlie. I need those cords, they're very important. They keep my phone and my laptop and battery alive. Do they not say, give me the child by the age of 7 and I will show you the man, or in my case, woe, man. I have known violence, abuse, hatred, and these from within my own core family. Worse yet to come was the cold, contemptuous disdain of society as I struggled through years and years of major depression, and only in recent years was I diagnosed with complex PTSD as I struggled to comprehend my place on this planet. A planet, if not for the alluring and comforting and sensate pleasures of chocolate, or the exquisite, it's doing it again, it's doing it again. Or the exquisite beauty and healing magic of places like Byron Bay, then I would have so few anchors to hold me to this world. Death has become a constant craving, always in the back of my mind, a constant a lure, a release and a reprieve from decades of disappointment heaped upon disappointment. Struggling to be free of abuse and loneliness, and my own struggle to thrive in an environment that in real terms represented a torture chamber. If not for the powerful love that burns within my inner core, within my psyche, but demands to be valued and appreciated at best, or worse, merely seen, acknowledged, understood, I would not have any reason to exist at all, yet I do. I exist, therefore I am, and it's gone jumpy, 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 jumpy again. And it did it again. We're so close and yet so far with this stupid machine. Right, I begin again, that paragraph. If not for the powerful love that burns within my inner core, within my psyche, but demands to be valued and appreciated at best, or worse, merely seen, acknowledged, understood, I would not have any reason to exist at all, yet I do. I exist, therefore I am. I think, therefore I am. I feel, therefore I am. I am whom I am becoming, which is God's name. Aye, Asher, aye. A wild, tempestuous, it did it to me again. It did it to me again. It did it to me again. A wild, tempestuous temptress of tortured, eviscerating, tribal tribute to Renaissance, to revolution, born again and again and again into this body. And it did it again. It's like a djinn. There's a genie in my computer. Like, get out of my computer, genie. You're not welcome here. Into this body that is slowly rejecting me. I cannot exist without love, yet love is all around me. I see it, I observe it, I feel it. I cannot own it for myself or be owned. Love for me is a blessed curse, a punishment, often a degradation. I climb the ladder of hope and faith, reaching, grasping for a nirvana that is attainable to many, but always denied me. Like a freak show, they come and they watch. Like a performing monkey, I twirl and thrash and jive and survive. It is majestic. It is a wild warrior woman's war cry. It is the thrust and impetus of a rocket launched into oblivion, a misguided, heat-seeking missile longing for connection, attachment, home. A safe haven for an embattled soul to lay her head, to be held, nurtured, and made love to. Made love, not fucked, used, slandered, lied to, lied about, cheated on. The cosmic commingling of mutual respect, admiration, and deep, abiding love. For some odd reason, in the midst of that sentence, I had this urge all of a sudden, randomly, that said, go to Mount Cootha. It's too hot to go anywhere and I'm too tired, and we had our big day out yesterday, Jared and I. But someone close to me is at Mount Cootha right now, and I bet you anything it's my daughter Crystal, because we're not talking at the moment. But Mama T, her mother, the Tanya, remains as ever telepathic with her, whether she freaking likes it or not. Be funny if she is at Mount Cootha. Might not be her though, it might be someone else I know. But yeah, I heard quite clearly Mount Cootha. How bizarre. How bizarre. Moving in and out of non-ordinary reality even in the middle of my readings, right? Should I worry about my brain? Should I worry? No. It's how I function now, quite admirably and surprisingly and astonishingly. Who knew I was a romantic, an idealist, a fantastic freak of nature, a frenzied, fierce, fiery femme fatale, a flaky, crumbling, fragile, foundationless, flimsy, flattering, frippery, and a flop. Mental illness thrust upon me by curs. Mental illness not asked for nor deserved. Mental. To heal myself, I had to reach down deep inside and pluck out the very thing, the very, very deepest, most potent thing that is my own raison d'etre. My heart. I take it out of my body through my chest. I look at it. Thumping, thrumming, flowing, pumping. My spiritual heart will go on for eternity. The lessons learned in this life, hard won, bitten down, beaten down, bestowed upon. All that glitters is not gold. All that lives is not really fully alive. My true loves, true friends have saved me, kept me alive, sustained me, fed me, clothed me, financed me, and dragged me from the brink of my own immolation in this incarnation, because that is love. That's what you do. Love the unlovable. Even when the unlovable fights you, bites you, scratches, kicks, screams, whirling dervishes, then lies down silently, teeth gritted, painstakingly strives to exist another day, another year, perhaps another decade. Saves us for our destiny. I fulfilled my destiny long ago when I bore my children to a man of pure contempt. When I visited my mother in the dementia ward, clucking and crowing like a strange old bird. Her glory also hard won that came late, and it's done it again. But I'm getting better at navigating it now. Just keep hitting the space button till you space the fuck out and leave the space-time continuum, right? Am I right? Oh dear goddess. Teeth gritted, painstakingly strives to exist another day, another year, perhaps another decade, saves us for our destiny. I fulfilled my destiny long ago. Oh, I'd already said all that. Sorry. I might as well continue. When I bore my children to a man of pure contempt, when I visited my mother in the dementia ward, clucking and crowing like a strange old bird, her glory, also hard won, that came late in life to her, rotting around her like a carcass. Do you see a repeat pattern happening in my own life? That I'm finally thriving, beginning to thrive, cranking up the engines, ready to shuck off the albatross and accept true love in my life, and joy and peace and prosperity and bliss. I too have come late to the party of consciousness. That was my destiny. That was my call. I fulfilled my obligations to my enemies. I gave back what I could to society. I was a good daughter, a good enough wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, and on remarkably rare occasions, later in life, a lover. Ha-ha! Remarkably rare, but funny. If only. I have a dog named Bo, my Bo. He too bites the hand that feeds him, triggering bouts of septic arthritis. Cheers. Thanks a lot. My love for love, of love, be love, no love, the toxic, vapid, contrary thing. Yet I stand up, sit down, lie down, get up, shut up, speak out, fight, scream, laugh, cry, sleep, dance, do it all again. Dancing as fast as I can on one spot, my territorial claim, my safety. I am strong, I am beautiful, I am worthy. In spite of sardonic regret, of my cynicism, of my black tumescent humour, in spite of my loneliness, grief, despair, in spite of my breakdowns and break-ups and so much loss. I am grateful, at times even happy. Happiness that comes from triumph over adversity, a joyful, childlike desire to embrace life fully, to look down deep into its tonsils and adenoids, and to breathe. Fuck that shit. To inhale the fragrance of the gods, to watch the narcissus blossom and bloom, and then decay and fade away. To fly like an eagle over the mountain, free. We're getting there. 3rd of December 2015. I have blocked Kim Luland, who is another Pomeranian breeder and a friend of Bev Teakins. And yes, I am saying their names out loud in public, in a public forum, because they were both evil and disgusting towards me. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, biatches. She could be the only person who was stirring the pot with Bev. Charlie just pooped on me. Oh, Charlie. She did not have the integrity to remove herself, so I did. I'm sick to death of having personality disordered, sick fucks in my life. Horrid. 1:04 p.m. So tired. I have been out in my garden, watering and pruning back the macadamia nut tree. I have gotten sunburnt, which is why I am back inside. I came back inside. Weird, windy, overcast day, but sun will get through to freckled, pale-faced folk. Thanks to my Scottish-Irish Ranger heritage, or was it the German-Polish? No one to blame but a certain dumbass who did not put on sunscreen. The Tanya forgets she is a mere mortal. Beauregard came indoors before me to snooze on the cool kitchen floor. Smart puppy. He will have to train his mama, the Tanya, well. Oi. I woke up at 10:30 a.m. before Beauregard, who I allowed on my bed at 5:30 a.m. He was perfectly snuggled on the right of me with Mistress Penny, aka the boss, guarding my left, as is her custom. I only had 5 hours sleep as I Skyped with Crystal for almost 5 hours last night. It was wonderful to see and hear my girl. I miss her so much. She loved Bobo and said, "Wow, Mum, last Hanukkah I brought you Mushu, and this Hanukkah you got Bobo. So cool. My little symbols of freedom over adversity. Love them." A very blustery day, but not as hot this morning. I have done some washing and brought some in, let the hens out to forage and gad about the garden. Helga went for Bobo and pecked him twice. Bear in mind he was still only a little puppy at this stage. He didn't even seem to notice, as he was focused on what I was doing. So cute. But yeah, keeping him away from psycho fluffy bums as they need to get used to the new pup on the block. It is very unusual for me to sleep so few hours. In those days that was extremely unusual. I used to oversleep. So I expect to get a little crazy later. If I'm lucky, a certain little man will snuggle and let me have a nap. He really likes the mama's bed. Such a good boy. I miss my Beauregard. Every fucking day I miss that dog. I miss all my animals. 3rd of December 2014. Happiness is epic kisses and cuddles with my grand bunny boy. And here he is, the grand bunny. Can you see him? Sort of, kind of. Ramon, the rare Queensland rabbit, my grandson rare rabbit, I used to call him. Isn't it sad that my line stops with me? Because even though we're a family of assholes and like we're not really worthy of continuance, and all the trauma and all the awfulness. There is beauty and brilliance in our family line. I mean, hello, and my brilliant, talented daughter, and the other one, I don't know what she's doing with her life, but I'm sure she's brilliant and talented in her own way. Like, we deserve to have progeny. If nothing, for no other reason than our progeny deserve to exist and be their own brilliance. I'm really angry. I'm really angry about what the COVID epoch has done to us as a species, interfering with our reproductivity. I'm fucking furious about it. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it except vent in my videos about how upsetting it all really is. It's just so upsetting. But as it is, look, my kids they're already left it kind of too late anyway at 38 and 36. So, bye-bye, grandchildren. Anyway, they don't like me, so I wouldn't have seen my grandchildren anyway if they existed. And that would have been another suffering. So thanks for sparing me that, girls. That's something at least. Just go be awesome somewhere else and let me get on with my life. It's just awful. Happiness is epic kisses and cuddles with my grandbunny boy, but this one is Suki, my granddaughter. Oh, Suki Lala. I don't even know if that photo showed up. I can't see what's going on. Oh, try again. Here's Ramon. Ramon. I should write a song about Ramon. Even though he was actually my daughter's pet, I chose him for her. And you know what? I fell in love with that rabbit on instant recognition, instant soul recognition. It was a deep love, that little bunny. And then fucking biosecurity made us give them back to the Grafton rabbit sanctuary because my daughter went overseas. Like, it was evil what went on. Absolute evil. 3rd of December 2013. 4:22 p.m. Finally awake. Didn't sleep till 6 a.m. I was really tired. I wonder what lies ahead for me this evening. Probably keep dusting, as it's not quite true with the sublime Quentin Crisp quipped. The dust doesn't get any worse, but it turns into grime. I still have to climb back up and polish the top of the wall unit in the spare room. Grrr. Oh, well, I've got time now. About a week to get on top of my dusting. What do you reckon? Can I do it? Will I do it? Who's taking bets amongst my friends? The dusting will be a metaphor for another kind of release, people. If I can manifest it in perfect alignment and the right timing with the right person. Goes the weasel. It's just my sense of humour. I'm not having a go at anyone. I'm just saying. I'm just perambulating the parameters. And I have been sabotaged by fate again. And maybe that's the right thing to do. Who knows? Allow the sabotage. 4:26 a.m. Had a cleaning bug, so sorted spare bedroom, threw out old paperwork and dusted the wall unit. I managed to squeeze stuff into it with a bit of rearranging. While doing this, I watched True Blood, which helped give me background noise, lol. Now going to bed. Just let Hecate, Elvira and Tabitha out to forage. Hope that pesky scrub turkey doesn't steal all their food while I sleep. I just saw 2 power-headed rosellas fly onto my roof. That's why I went, ooh, like right at me. 3rd of December 2012. Can't sleep from weird euphoric state even though my body is exhausted, my mind is alert. So watching TV, Charmed to be exact, and heating up, oh yum, sticky date cake. That's a weird thing to have in the middle of summer. Anyway, I wrote, "Oh, the irony." And my beautiful friend Sally wrote, "Are you coming to the Hanukkah party on Saturday night, lovely? There will be donuts and latkes, smiley faces," because she knows that this Viking Jewish witch fights on her belly and will go anywhere for donuts and latkes, but not for this. Not for that did I go, but for a Hanukkah party, oh yes, donuts would be happening. "I won't make any promises, Sally. It's at the new Indrapili shul, right? 6-ish. See how I go. Cheers. Chag Sameach." So it's hard to pin me down, people. It's very rare that I make promises. But if I say I'm going to be somewhere, except for unforeseen circumstances like a tire, goes flat or something really inconvenient happens, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I will always be there by hook or by crook. 3rd of December 2011. I have had a lovely day. Went to shul this morning, davened, that means prayed with kavana, with serious holy intention. Was blessed with an aliyah, which means I was called to read the blessings before and after the Torah portion, which in the Orthodox sect only happens, only men get that honour. But I'm a Reformed Jew, so I used to get those honours too, and wear my talit with great pride, by the way. So I really have lapsed a long way since those days, unfortunately, or fortunately as the case may be. Whatever the gods decree, oh blessed ones. Came home, had a schluff, that means asleep, then a visit from Gail. In the evening I resolved a situation that had been bothering me, now sipping beer and just chilling, feeling peaceful and happy and almost psyched up for next Friday's onslaught. So many cars today. It's bizarre. Oh, look at this beautiful face. Look, just look. There she is. Can you even see it? I don't think we're seeing it. It just looks all blacked out, doesn't it? How are we going to do this? Is it because I need more light? Can you see her, kinda? There she is. There she is. Look at that smile. I would run a million